Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Tesla Stock Podcast. This week we have to talk about some truly alarming new data. Just as the stock has been enjoying a powerful rally, the October sales numbers from Europe are in, and they are, to put it mildly, brutal. This isn't a small dip, it's a full-on collapse in several key markets. At the same time, the regulatory pressure in the US is intensifying, with federal investigators digging deeper into a critical safety flaw. With the stock now trading around the $466 mark, we need to separate the recent rally from the reality on the ground. Let's start with the headline that should be giving every Tesla bull a pause. The new car registration data for October from Europe shows a sales plunge that is, frankly, shocking. In Sweden, Tesla sales dropped 89% compared to last year. In Denmark, they were down 86%. In Norway, a long-time Tesla stronghold, sales fell 50%. And in the Netherlands, they were down 48%. This comes after a brief sales rise in September, suggesting that was a temporary blip, not a turnaround. Through the first 9 months of this year, Tesla sales in Europe are down nearly 29% in a market where overall EV sales are still growing. So what is going on here? The data points to two clear and present dangers for Tesla. The first is competition. Tesla's model lineup is aging, and the market is being flooded with new, fresh, and often cheaper models from both legacy automakers and aggressive Chinese rivals. In Spain, where Tesla sales fell 31% in a booming EV market, its 393 cars sold were absolutely dwarfed by Chinese brands. SEIC's MG brand sold over 3,700 cars, and BYD sold over 2,800. In Denmark, Tesla was outsold by BYD, XPeng, and Zeekr's Zeekr. The second factor, which analysts are now explicitly calling out, is the Musk factor. One research manager noted that while other mainstream brands are seeing declines, Tesla's 39% drop in the EU so far this year is an extreme outlier. She said, quote, "The Musk factor looks like it is contributing the difference. This confirms what many have suspected. The CEO's political activities and the resulting brand backlash are having a direct, measurable, and severe impact on sales in a key international market. This is a structural problem that can't be fixed with a simple price cut." While the company is fighting a brand war in Europe, it's facing a new safety and design battle back home. Our second story is an escalation of the NHTSA investigation into Tesla's door handles. As you may recall, the agency opened a probe in September over concerns that the electronic door handles on the Model 3 and Model Y could become inoperable if the low-voltage battery dies, potentially trapping occupants inside. Well, this week we learned that NHTSA is digging in deeper. In a new letter to Tesla, the agency stated that it has received more complaints within days of initiating its probe. Several of these new complaints involve children being locked inside the vehicles, with parents unable to get them out after a battery failure. In response, NHTSA is now requesting a massive trove of information from Tesla. They want the total number of consumer complaints, warranty claims, lawsuits, and arbitration proceedings, not just for the 2021 Model Y under investigation, but for all Model 3 and Ys going back to 2017. This is a significant move from the regulator. They're expanding the scope of their investigation and are clearly concerned about a peer group of vehicles that could be affected. This comes just after Tesla's design chief told Bloomberg they were working on a new combined electronic and manual release. This investigation confirms that the current design is a serious liability, and the mounting reports of children being trapped inside are a PR nightmare that strikes at the heart of the company's reputation for safety and advanced design. And for our final story this week, we turn to the one product that has been a PR challenge from the very beginning, the Cybertruck. In a surprising development, the Cybertruck has found a new high-profile gig. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department is said to launch a fleet of 10 fully marked black and white Cybertrucks, which will begin patrolling the streets of Las Vegas in November. The department held a press conference with the sheriff declaring, "Welcome to the future of policing," as the trucks, drones, and helicopters were put on display. Now, here's the critical detail. This fleet of 10 Cybertrucks was not a purchase made by the city. It was a donation from an unnamed U.S. tech billionaire. The trucks have been equipped with police gear, including shotguns, shields, and additional battery capacity, and 400 officers have already been trained to operate them. This is a classic double-edged sword for Tesla. On one hand, this is a massive marketing win. The Cybertruck, which has been a commercial disappointment and a magnet for quality control criticism, gets an incredibly powerful, tough-as-nails image boost by being associated with a major police department. It's the kind of fake tough to really tough PR that money can't normally buy. On the other hand, it's raising serious and valid concerns from government oversight experts about the ethics of a private, anonymous billionaire donating this kind of futuristic, high-profile hardware to a public police force, and the potential for private influence that comes with it. For Tesla, it's a branding victory, but one that is wrapped in controversy, which is in many ways the perfect metaphor for the Cybertruck. So, to sum it all up, we have a new and alarming set of data showing a sales collapse for Tesla in multiple key European countries, driven by a combination of intense competition from Chinese rivals and the Musk factor. Federal safety regulators in the U.S. are intensifying their investigation into the Model 3 and Y door handles, requesting years of data after receiving more complaints of children being trapped inside. And in a bizarre PR twist, the Cybertruck is getting a high-profile debut as a police vehicle in Las Vegas, not through a commercial sale, but as a controversial donation from a mystery billionaire. So this brings me to my question for you. Looking at that European sales data, what do you think is the bigger long-term threat to Tesla's dominance? Is it the relentless wave of new, often cheaper, and high-quality products from competitors like BYD, XPeng, and others? Or is it the Musk factor and the idea that the CEO's own brand and political activities are now causing permanent and irreversible damage to the Tesla brand? Let me know which one you think is the more serious problem in the comments below. As always, if you found this breakdown valuable, please hit that like button, subscribe to the Tesla Stock Podcast, and be sure to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for listening.